Actually, good morning, everyone. I'm doing homework kind of late, but sometimes I like to work in the middle of the night because it's more quieter in the house. No television, no nothing. So it makes it a lot easier. So I want to talk a little bit about something. So when Mr. Trump was in office the very first time, I kept getting a vision of King Nebuzar. And but in the very end, and I thought it was real interesting because when one of the guys Mike Johnson, House Speaker Mike Johnson. He was arrested for a DUI after Trump's meeting the other day, and that's kind of strange, because they were in that meeting all night. Like, how'd that happen? So, and then I was reading an article in New York. Let me pull it up again here. So the House is awash in alcohol and members in cognitive decline, uh, members say. And it's because I'm thinking they know right from wrong, and the stress has got to be enormous on these guys for them backing up such criminal acts and and avoiding the law because it is corruption. It's one of the largest corruptions ever in history. And if they do complete it, it will be corruption, plain and simple. There's no ifs ands about it. And the problem is that the blood is on their hands. It literally is on their hands because they can do things to make it right and they're choosing not to. Or they're just too afraid to stand their ground. And I don't understand why. You're a whole room full of people. He's one person. And you guys all went to law school. You know this is wrong. So I understand that you could be fed up, but there are other ways that we can handle all this. And, sometimes we have to cut departments, fine. But to cut the whole workforce of the federal government, when will it be your turn? Because eventually he's going to do it. He's trying to take 3 judges out right now because they're following the law. You know, you can't reform it in a month. It doesn't work like that. It takes time. And we can all work together, but somehow, somewhere, there was a divide somewhere. So let's find that divide and start working together because we can do this. I mean, you know, we're all human beings. We understand that everything takes time and it's not a free world. We get it. But this is not how you just, I'm going to throw in the towel, let that guy do all that stuff, and I'm just going to back him up. That doesn't make sense. Even this person who's unnamed in this article states that when they're voting, they're alcohol and drugs, and their cognitiveness is missing. So in our class this week, we're talking about old age and cognitive, right? But the problem is, um, you don't have to be old to be losing it. Because what happens is when you're born with a conscience, you start drinking and doing drugs. You can eat food. You can like be obsessive, looking at your phone all the time because you're trying to ignore what's going on, but you can't ignore something that you have to change or that you have to put your foot down on. So it, it's plain and simple. It says some House members have mental FACULTIES, diminishing they can no longer do their jobs, and others vote under the influence. So I think y'all need to get your senses back, go to Father, start praying, asking for the right answers and the right steps to take. Like I said, you put the Ten Commandments back in the courthouses. You bring God back into the picture, and He can help everybody out. But you're only a man, so you don't have all the answers now. Instead of doing what's right, follow the law, period, and everything will work out. But we can't have some man in there and some guy from Canada, citizen, who's worried about, he wants to deport all these people because he's trying to make sure that the vote is not swung in a different direction. He is a felon. He's thinking like a criminal. He's being revengeful. He's trying to get rid of everyone. That that brought him up in charges, and he was found guilty. And the judge made a mistake. He didn't sentence him to jail time like he should have, because Trump was promising all these things. And now look, you guys got serious issues. You're gonna have cognitive issues. You're gonna be losing your mind slowly, but it will be detrimental. Is he really worth losing your own sense of right and wrong? No one person can convince. I mean, he's done a lot of convincing, but you have to make the mind healthy. Start meditating, eating right, and pray, and Father will provide for you. Don't listen to all that BS. Put on earphones or something in your ears. Walk away from everything. Just take 10 minutes yourself. Walk in the grass, hug a tree. I know it seems crazy, but it works. I have dealt with narcissism for many years, but not only is he narcissism, he's a gaslighter. I will put a link at the end of this video that will talk about that. All right, peace and God bless. You guys take care.